Hey y'all, this is Jennifer again. I'm here to talk to you about homeschooling. My first video I did the laws of homeschool in Tennessee, and I also showed you the website where you can look up your own state law if you are in another state, or if you are moving to another state, you can look up that state you're moving to, that state law. Or if anyone even has a question, it's real easy to find it. It's the hslda.org. So in Tennessee and in other states, but you have to do your own search. But for Tennessee, there's an organization called Tennessee Home Education Association, and you can join that. They have a lot of resources. Just here's an example. You can, if you get on this website, you can actually find the Tennessee law. They have it kind of an overview here. The majority of families do sign up with church-related school. They have all kinds of services. They've got, some of them have a curriculum you can use, some let you choose your own curriculum. Scheduling, testing, counseling, assistance, graduation participation. There are some that will have an actual graduation ceremony like you would see at a public school. And then there's other activities. You can just get on here and read all of this. I did not know some require that you live within 50 miles of the church. I didn't know that, but the ones that I've used have always been statewide, that anyone in the state can sign up under them. So you can do that. And okay, so I'm going to go over here. This is the same website, just under a different tab. Okay, so homeschool directory. Here is a few umbrella schools. That's going to be my main topic right now. Or well, for this video. There are some, let's see. This is what they, okay. Let me go to the home page. Close that one out. Okay. This is Tennessee divided up into different areas, I guess you would say. Depending on where you live, there is an organization for home education for each one of these. For example, you could click on that one. That is, okay, so this gives you the names of them. And all you have to do is find where you live. I live in Sevier County, so I'm in the Smoky Mountain Home Education Association. Each one of these has their own website, and I'm opening these in a different tab so I don't lose that. Obviously, with everything that went on last year, a lot of their events was canceled, and they really don't have anything new up. But if you have a senior graduating, you could participate in their graduation ceremony. That's one of the things that they offer homeschoolers in this area. So this is an organization that you could get familiar with if you want to join it. So that's like, this is statewide. This would be a little more local, kind of local. It actually covers quite a bit. Now this one, Middle Tennessee, covers probably the most amount of counties, and then these are smaller. So that is an organization that you could sign up with, get their emails. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go to this one, and they have, let's go to the menu. Okay. Okay, they have a lot of information. They even have something called Homeschool 101. Okay, now this is what I wanted to show you. Umbrella schools. So this gives you under the Tennessee code here, this is one of the options to homeschool, is to register under an umbrella school. I think that it's the best way. I'm maybe biased in that way. But I think for someone who truly is wanting to homeschool and get out of the public school system, I think this is the best way. So you can go to these umbrella schools have their own websites, and there's a lot more than what off the top of my head, if somebody asked me, I could name probably 5 of these. So this is the one we use. I showed it a little bit in the last video. So let's open this one in a new tab. So this is the umbrella school that we use. And I mentioned it is not a brick and mortar school. It's simply an umbrella school that you can register with. Some of them, it depends on the prices vary. You do have to pay, and the prices will vary. I'm going to see if they have the price first, and I'll get into some of the other stuff. Okay, let's see. I thought it was up here. Okay, one of the things that I really like about this one in particular is that it's very much hands-off, I guess you would say, because they're not overbearing, and they're very helpful. If you have a question and you need something, they're very, very helpful. But as far as curriculum, you get to choose your own. If you have questions about different kinds, they're very helpful about that and can make suggestions and, help you like that. But they don't say you have to use this kind. You're responsible for your own curriculum. They do not require testing. I believe some umbrella schools do, but the 2 that we have used over the years did not. We did not want our children tested, and they did not require it. One of the things about Aliyah Academy, there is no late registration. You can sign up anytime during the year. If you want to pull your child out in the middle of the school year in January, you can sign up with them. There's no late fee. If you want to pull them out in April or May, right before school is out, there's not a late fee. So that's one of the things I really like about this. There is not, I don't remember signing a statement of, I know some people don't want to sign a statement of faith. We are Christians, and we do want that, as part of our homeschool. And so we would have been willing to, I think we believe pretty much what they do. But I don't think they actually have one that you have to sign, or they're going to deny you registration. So they go over a little bit of the things that they, just guidelines and policy, obviously. They do, certain things. Like this is what I said, that you're responsible. They do have things they recommend for certain things. They also have a special needs consultant. She's actually a friend of mine, and she has a special needs, special education degree. If that's what, I'm not positive that's what it's called, but she is very familiar with that, and she's qualified to help and to teach the special needs children. So they keep records of the grades, attendance. It's very, very helpful when they get into high school and they have to have those certain credits that are required for high school. So that's something that's very, and then they have certain dates that they need you to turn your grades in by. By Tennessee law, you have to have 180 days, 4 hours a day. There is not you don't have to follow the public school calendar. It's easier to do that sometimes, but if you want to take a vacation in November, you can. You don't have to have permission, you mark those days off and catch up later. It's your schedule and you do it the way you want to. It's your school. Okay, they require you to report your grades, twice a year, in the middle of the school year, at the end of the first semester, the end of the second semester. Minimum of 22 credits to graduate. Let's see, registration. Okay, here's their fees. $75 for the first student, $25 for each additional student. But if you have more than 4 children, you don't have to pay more than $150. That is what we pay. That's the limit. We do have 9 children in school. Well, actually, only 8 that we register because one's in pre-K. So right here, there's no late fees. There's no transfer fees. If you're pulling your child out of public school and transferring them, there's not a fee to transfer them. If you're coming from another umbrella school, there's not a fee. So this is the only payment. And then there's also for seniors, I think there's like $50 fee for the seniors. But this is the limit right here. There's the fees. That's the limit. I haven't checked other umbrella schools because I'm just not interested in shopping around right now. But like I said, all you have to do is go to their website, and let me just find one. Let's see, Home Life. This is a pretty popular one. I know a lot of people that registered with Home Life. So let's check out and see what they have on their page. Okay. Let's see. All right. So they have Y, so you can look at that. Enroll now. Let's see what fees are for them. Annual registration fees. Okay, so there's a $60 family fee, and then you've got $25 per student registration for K through 6 and $50 for 9 through 12. Maximum is $160. But if you register after August 1st, that's $185. That's what I was talking about with the one we use. There's no late fees, and so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you would prefer registering, it shouldn't be a matter of money unless it has to be a matter of money, obviously. But freedom to choose, I think they're talking about their curriculum here. So there's several. Okay, now there's one that I don't see on this list. Yeah, okay, I'm going to search. This is a popular one for people that do not want to have a church related school, umbrella school. If I'm not mistaken, this is located south of Nashville, like way further south. Not right, not like right outside of Nashville, but okay. So it looks like they actually still accept registration. That's nice. Okay. So they do say they're church-related school, but I don't think there is, from what I understand, they don't have a statement of faith. I don't think. So that's nice. They enroll families all year long, too. So this is another one about curriculum. Okay, so let's see what their fees are. Okay, so they have it broken down into grades. The seniors are more, probably because they would issue a diploma. Okay. So they have it broken up. It's a little different, but that's something to work through. let's see. I'm going to see who we are. Okay. Summertown, Tennessee. Yeah, southwest of Nashville. Okay. It is a satellite campus program. I looked at this when I was going to change umbrella schools, but I didn't feel like that it would be the right fit for us. But I just noticed that several people that do not want to have they don't want to register under a church-related school, under a Christian academy or anything like that. A lot of people say that the farm school is an option, so that would be something. So let me go to, I'll show you what we have here. Okay. Let me show you this. Resource links. They do have. Okay, this is some curriculum that they have used or that some families have used and recommend for different reasons. There's PureFlix. It's not really a curriculum, but it would be, you know, something you could use. ABC Mouse, I've used that with my little ones. And as you notice, most of these are Christian curriculums. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. This for your high schoolers or, well, children 15 or older. If they plan on going to college, they can do dual credits, which is where you take classes that will count for both high school credit and college credit. There have actually been children, I say that, but teenagers that have graduated with an associate's degree before they even graduate high school, just because of the way the graduation dates fall when they're done with high school, but they've done the dual credits for their last 2 years or for however long, and they've actually got a degree in college too. So here's some subscriptions they recommend. Highlights is always fun. Apology of Science, we use that as our science. Christian Book is a very good source to get homeschool curriculum. I just got one of these books. It's very interesting. It teaches things that you'd think are just on an adult level, but it teaches them at a kid's level, help them understand certain things about our country and economy and how things are made and stuff like that. IW, we use that. So this is just, I'll go into curriculum later in another video, but this is just showing you on this page that they even recommend Legos. How great is that? It's just some things, resources that they recommend that they have used and like them. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, when you're going to do your reporting, this tells you what you can do. You record your classes, grades, and attendance. They used to do Homeschool Reporting Online, which is another website. And I actually, maybe I didn't do that right. Okay, let me just search for it. I only log into this about twice a year. Okay, it's just Homeschool Reporting. Okay, so this is my particular one. So you type in family. As you can see, it autofills for me on this computer. This is $20 a year. You can keep it yourself. I chose to just continue using this because I was used to it and I wanted to keep it, but I also do it on their website too. For security, they actually send you an email So you have to actually, now you're going to get to see all my email stuff. So you actually have to go to your email to get the login. As you can see, there's all kinds of security measures when it comes to your email. So you can't see this, but I'm actually checking my phone to get the code so that they know that it's actually me logging into my own email. Okay. So let's see, this is this one. Yeah, I've got all kinds of junk mail coming to me. So here's my link when it opens up. Okay. So now it's going to, let me see if I can close this out. Okay. So now it's got me into my, okay, this is this school year. So here's the children I have. I do have non-enrolled. Okay, he's a senior this year. So I can go here, courses and grades, and I can look and see what. Here's another thing that I like about this particular umbrella school. One of the options they have as an elective is community service and also work experience and skills. It's things that if they're done with their basic required subjects, like he's still working on some, but he's a firefighter, volunteer firefighter at our local volunteer fire station. Just graduated rookie school, him and his older brother who's already graduated high school. And then he also had a job at a local place, and then he does part-time with his brother. So it's just things that are helpful. It's just real life experience, and he just keeping up with, there's first semester grades, and I'll fill in second semester grades. And then at the end of the school year, I will check that. So every time I put in grades, just save grades. If I needed to change a subject after we had already registered for the school year, like if he was going to not take Spanish and take something else, I can delete that subject and I can add another one if he switched them. Or if he has enough credits, which I believe he does. I believe he has extra credits. So he would get the required ones, but any of the electives that he decided not to take, we could always delete them as long as he has the required credits that he needs. So this is ours. So then, and I also do the same thing here. I would just like take the grades I had over there and just put them in here. It's a little different. It's got a few more things under here, but it's basically the same thing. See, here we go. That was that. So that is our umbrella school. But like I said, there's a lot to choose from. And obviously these are just the ones in Tennessee. If you have okay, let's say I'm going to say Texas just because I've got family there and I used to live there. Texas Home Education Associate. Let's see if they have one called this. I've never homeschooled in Texas, so I don't know. I've only done, okay. I think that's their actual, okay, Time for Learning has a lot of, that's not an actual umbrella school. That is a resource for curriculum, I thought. Texas Homeschool Coalition. I think that's the name of theirs. So it could be under a different name depending on whatever your state has. Okay, this would be a good overall. Here you go, homeschool in Texas. I believe I've looked at this before because we considered moving back to Texas. Back for me, but moving to Texas. But we didn't. So if you live in Texas, this would be a good resource to look at. And just find, let's just do another random one. Okay, let me see. Let's do Virginia. Yes, okay, let's see. Okay, see that here's one. Home Educators Association of Virginia. So they have worded theirs differently. But it's going to have resources to help you in the state that you're in. Here you go. Virginia law. They have a thing said begin here. Yeah, ignore my fumbling and just look at the screen, and you can also just do your own research. Look at that. They've even got it in Spanish. So special needs homeschooling, sports leagues, gifted homeschool education, beginning mid-year, homeschool community. These are all good resources. So just depending on where you live, just type in your state and just say home education or home education association or whatever. It will bring up what you need, what you're looking for. And I'm sure with those, they will give you, of course, with the law, they have to go by the law. So if they're similar to Tennessee where you can register with an umbrella school, I'm sure you can find a list of umbrella schools, or you could probably just Google it. So this has been quite a long video. I don't want to keep you any longer. If you have any questions, you can comment. Put your question in the comments, and I'll try to answer them. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you later.